Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the third chapter of Economics, class 10th, that is Money and Credit. So, the very first heading in the chapter is Money as a Medium of Exchange. Students, we all know that all the transactions that are taking place around us, we are using money. We are buying goods with the help of money. We are buying services with the help of money. So, every transaction is taking place with the help of money. You can easily exchange money and buy any commodity from the market. Now, what happens if there is no money? How the people will exchange goods? So, we have to go back to the old times when there was no money and people used to exchange goods with goods. So, we are talking about barter system. Barter system was there, also known as commodity system, in which people used to exchange things because there was no money. So it was very difficult if there was a person who manufactures shoe. If he want to have wheat, he want to search for a person not only with wheat but should also ready to exchange wheat with shoes. There lies the concept of double coincidence of wants. Means what one person is selling is exactly the other person wishes to buy. So, in barter system, goods were directly exchanged on the basis of double coincidence of want without using any money. Students, if you see how difficult it will become if we live in a society where we have to search for a person who is ready to exchange goods with us. It is time consuming, it is difficult, and it will be something which is not possible in such a complex society where we are making so many transactions in a single day. Now, that's why now we have a system which is money. We can use money to buy a commodity and we can use money to buy a service. We don't need to exchange goods with goods as in the case of barter system. Hence, money is used as a medium of exchange. Students, the next topic is modern forms of money. So, we know that in early ages, people used to exchange commodities. Then there come metallic coins like gold, silver, copper, and this continued for a long period of time, after which the currency came into existence. Currency is what? Paper notes and coins, which we are using nowadays. It is accepted by all the people as a medium of exchange. Medium means something which is used, a way to exchange the things. एक जरिया होना, मीडियम होना. So money is a medium. Why people are accepting money? Because it is authorized by the government of India. The government of India make it a legal tender. Legal tender means it is legally binded by law to accept money as a medium of exchange. Students, you all should know that RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, it issues currency on behalf of the government of India. So all the money, it is issued by the all the money is issued by the Reserve Bank of India, and only 1 rupee note, and this is issued by the government itself. Now, what is the other form of money? One form of money we have done, it is currency. Second is deposits with the banks. Students, we are all aware there are bank accounts with the banks. People deposit their money in these bank accounts. So, they only keep some money with themselves to meet their daily needs. Otherwise, the people keep their money in bank. So, what do the bank do with this money? Bank accept deposits from the people, and bank also pay an amount of interest to the depositors. So people keep their money safe with the banks. If someone is working, his salary is coming in the bank account and he is making day-to-day transactions by making withdrawals from the bank. Since the people can always withdraw their money whenever they want, they are called, bank deposits are called demand deposits. What else it does? We can use these accounts by using checks also, by making payment in the form of checks also. How the check is being used in this form? The account holder, he can issue a check of any amount to a person to whom he wants to make the payment. What is a check? A check is a piece of paper which instructs the bank to make a payment in a person's account whose name is mentioned on the check. So, there is a check given in your books, and we are on page number 41. You can see the name of a person, Prem Kumar. Date is mentioned at the top on which the check is made, and then the amount is mentioned here, 57,000. Amount is mentioned in words and numerals both, and then you see there is a signature at the bottom of the check. This is the signature of a person who is making the payment. This signature tells us that this check is made by this person. He has written account pay at the very top left. What does it mean? The amount will go into the account of Prem Kumar. So now students, you all know what is a check. Now we see that check can be used in place of money, and it can use to make the payment to a specific person. It is a modern form of money. Now banks are doing what? Banks are providing this facility of bank account and check facility to the account bearer, the person who is having an account in the bank. So we can say the modern forms of money are currency and deposits. We are talking about demand deposits. Moving further, we would see loan activities of bank. Students, we already know that the banks accept deposits from the people and provide them a very small interest. What does the money do with these deposits in the accounts? These deposits are not kept idle in the bank. Only 15 to 20% deposits are kept with the bank, so that when the depositor is coming, he can do the withdrawal from that money. So if you see in this picture, there is a bank in the middle, depositors on the left, and they are making deposits in the bank and they are asking for withdrawals. Interesting thing to notice that people don't withdraw their entire amount in the bank. They withdraw money for their small needs. Money which is kept in the bank, only 15 to 20% money is kept for withdrawals, and rest of the 80% or 85% money in the bank, it is given to borrowers as loans. If you see at the very right side, there are borrowers who are taking loans from the banks. And what they do? They repay the amount back along with the interest. Interesting point to note here is bank charge very high rate of interest from the borrowers as compared to the interest they provide to the depositors. And this difference between the interest that is charged from borrower and what is paid to the depositor, this difference is their profit, the profit of the bank. Thus we understand the working of the bank, how the bank is performing the loan activities and earning the profits from it. Okay students, thank you. Now we will do the rest of the topics in the next video. Thank you students.